Hello, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining me. It is outstanding to have you. My name is Chris, otherwise known as Wolfie, and we are live once again with massively overpowered OPTV, and it is time for some Lord of the Rings Online. Yeah, bit of a random one, I suppose, considering the games I usually play for the channel, maybe. But honestly, I've just been enjoying myself. It's really as simple as that, and I kind of felt like sharing some of that enjoyment. Some reason or other, this game sort of like just landed in my lap at the right place at the right time. My mental lap, I guess I should say. I kind of was thinking about the game just in talking about it on the recent massively overpowered podcast. Kind of brought that to mind, and you know how it is. Like, you sort of like step away from a game for a while, other things get your interest, or you're distracted, or you just fall off for no other reasons, simply other than you just stop playing. And I kind of thought that I was done with this one, but I decided to come back and I decided to start fresh with this dwarf captain. And honestly, like, I don't remember the captain being this much fun. I did play a captain somewhere around the launch of the game, I think, as I was kind of like dipping around between a bunch of different classes when this game first came out. And like, the captain was just not really interesting to me. I just didn't really, I don't know, something about it didn't really strike. I really liked the champion. That was my very, very first class, but I don't know what changed between then and now. I have to assume some things have changed, but this time around, the captain just feels really good, and I'm pretty sure it's because of a couple of things. So first of all, the blue line captain. If anybody is familiar with this game, y'all know what I'm talking about. The blue line is basically like you heal by doing damage, which is always a fun time. I enjoy those kind of healing classes, like where like you're rewarded for being aggressive, like for example, well, to an extent, the sage, though I don't really particularly get around that. It's mostly because that's like in Final Fantasy 14, but mostly because that's like a barrier healer, not an active one. But also, like, for example, more specifically, like the assault rifle weapon in the Secret World, or the heel slinger in Wildstar, where you were like actively aiming your abilities at your friends, like you're using your pistols and shooting them with heals. Similar to, like, there are a couple of classes like that in the Star Wars: The Old Republic, for example. So, you know, like the Trooper, I understand. The Trooper and the Bounty Hunter, I believe, both had those kinds of healing trees. Similar sort of thing. That's one of the main reasons. And the reason I like that so much, not only because I'm doing healing, but also because I win by attrition, which is one of my favorite playstyles in MMOs. I really like classes where I win not because I just fired off huge, juicy, fat DPS numbers, but because I stood up longer than my opponent did. Like, I just whittled them down. I really do like that. So that, combined with some like healing / support abilities, it's pretty nice. I enjoy that. But more to the point too, I also am really liking the difficulty adjustment feature that they added. I think this is a somewhat recent feature, recent-ish. I think maybe a few months ago. But the fact that you can like ramp up the difficulty of the overworld a little tiny bit, as much or as little as you want to, I kind of love that. Like, that sort of makes things just a little bit more challenging without making it too, like, you know, punch you in the mouth tough, in my opinion. Like, it feels pretty good. It really, really does. So, I just want to play this, basically. Really, all there is to it. I like the class. I like the gameplay mechanics that they've got. I just like the whole thing. So, what I'm doing right now is I've just got a very low level boy here. He's only level 10, about halfway to 11 now. And, genuinely, I just kind of am moving through Ered Luin. That's the area that I'm in right now, kind of just doing quests, fulfilling my, my virtue that I'm chasing right now. I actually got some pretty good jumps because there was some free goodies I got, like some virtue XP potions that kind of jumped it up. So I don't know. I'm into it. I'm into it. I enjoy it. I'm having fun, and so as often as I can, I like to share that fun with people who read my stuff or watch my streams. So that's why we're here. Hello, Toaster. Good to see you. So I should point out that these quests, if you can see the color coding, are not exactly hard in terms of character level. But you know what? I'm okay with that. Honestly, I don't mind that too much. I'm doing this for completion, and that's another thing that I feel like is making this game land for me, is that it's really just a mellow, generally mellow, chilled out time. I say that, of course, as my dwarf yells like a maniac at a bear and then chops him with an axe. So, you know, mellow is subjective, but compared to other MMORPGs I've played, it's way more mellow. All right, so there's these thickets that are clogging up the. There we go. But yeah, I'm just and I'm not going to act like this game is flawless by any stretch of the imagination. This is an old game. It has aged like cheese, and I'm not gonna really bad cheese, and I'm not gonna shy away from that. But that also is part of its charm. It's kind of why I liked a lot of Dungeons and Dragons Online. And I've described it before when I've written about DDO. Choose My Adventure, for example. There is a form of jank that is very distinct to Standing Stone Games MMOs, and it's kind of endearing. You know what I mean? It's just something about that is just really hard to turn away. I don't know. It's. I feel like we all have those MMOs that are like that, right? Those games that have some warts and wrinkles and weirdness that either we just sort of actively overlook, or we appreciate the sort of way it weaves into the overall charm. You know. Anyway. Right.
Woe betide me.
Done already. Good work. We could use someone like you on the guard. Better than these layabouts. Can I interest you in signing up? The pay is not that good, and you'll find yourself in some cold, out-of-the-way post like this, but it's a living. Oh, I thought not. Oh, well, thanks for your work anyway. So I kind of want to increase my might. That seems to be the stat that I care about. This canal water is used down in Gondaman, in the lowlands, as well as here in the Vale of Thorn. Or Thrain, beg your pardon. You should go down there and make sure they know we removed the blockage up here. Travel down the road to the east, then turn south at the first crossing, and Gondaman will be right there. You'll want to talk to Old Utkel. The cisterns must be nearly dry down there, what with the blockage so bad as bad as it was. Well, how's it going? Has anyone found my lore master? I seem to have placed it in the last big patch. Yeah. Kind of goes to the point about this game nowhere being near perfect. I never actually played a lore master. But the reaction to and the decisions behind it, it just, man, that's really unfortunate. I feel bad for the Red Line lore masters who were playing really into the game. Any time that the devs muck around with a class that objectively is not really needs to be played with is bad enough, but a game that is this well established and has players who are in for some of the, what I feel like are the longest of hauls. Like, mucking around with the soup, like stirring the soup that hard, is just, man, I feel bad. I feel real bad for him. Ideally, that'll be fixed, or at least corrected, in some way or another. But yeah, I have never played a Lore Master. I think I tried one for a brief time when they first came out, but like, something about it just wasn't really interesting. I never really liked, honestly, I never really liked many of the magic casting classes in this game. I don't know why. I always really liked the melee classes, the tanks and the DPS, even the hunter for a little bit anyway. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of pet classes in general, but like even a hunter, I guess the only one that would be close to a fun mage class would be the minstrel. Sort of, but even then I sort of fell off of that one too, so I don't know. Okay. So, like I said, I'm just doing some cleanup here. Just finishing off a bunch of little quests. So let's see. I have to find. Ah, there's Nosgrimsong. There they are. I have a feeling the devs who redesigned it never really liked it either. Took the opportunity to remake it as something they wanted to play. Ah, that's an even worse. If that was true, that's an even worse reason. You're about the Darahan seeking out of Thorin's halls, are you? The Thrushes told me all about it. I wrote it down to show Dwalin. Here, I'll give you my... Oh no! Lynx! Quick, help me fight them! They're always hungry for Thrushes. Alright. Sure. These guys are gonna be easy, it's fine. No big deal. And that's another thing about this game's jank. The sound effects. Like, that dinking and donking noise when I was attacking enemies. It's really kind of stupid. But also, it's charming. It's really hard to elaborate. It's just, like I said, SSG's form of jank. The good jank, not the bad jank, like them messing around with the classes. Oh, they're dead. I'm guessing this is on the new server. I don't think so. Did you up the difficulty or are you playing it standard? I am playing it +3. So that's where I'm at right now with this one. But as far as the new server now, I'm playing on Laurelin? That's not one of the new servers, is it? I don't think so. You have my thanks. Now take these notes and show them to Hrothgar. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this first gear now. It's kind of automatically aiming in that direction, so I might as well. Oh, did I? Yes, I did make this guy as my shield brother. That's right, okay. I did indeed buff Steve. If you want to play Runekeeper, it is right over there, devs points. Yeah, sure. Or if you wanted to play your own version of the Runekeeper, just like keep it on your own little private server, right? I don't know. It's very unfortunate. Okay. Alright, so let's use this unfortunate and badly designed map to see if I can get my way around. Yeah, I have this really slow, huge, chunky horse, so I might as well use it. Only slightly faster than walking. But then again, I'm used to slow mounts. I played ESO all the time, a bunch of times, so, you know. This is one of the original servers, the new ones are Angmar and Mordor. That's right, yes, thank you. Oops, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yep, I'm going the wrong way. Hang on a second. I believe there are some map mods for this game. I'm gonna have to investigate those because the maps in this game are not great. Like this is a cartoon. This is just, yeah, I don't know. It's like drawn by the animators of that really goofy and awful looking Lord of the Rings animated, or not Lord of the Rings. Was it Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit rather? I'm sorry, the animated Hobbit. I probably have dated myself with that reference, but it's fine. Everybody, I feel like everybody should at least witness some of that one time in their life. Just to sort of like, you know, as part of the wider exposure to Tolkien's works translated into film and television. A Hobbit animated series. There was also a really, really jank and messed up, like, I think it's from the 60s or 70s, like, animated version of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That was also really, really messed up. Kind of naff. Where the hell am I meant to go here? Hang on a second. There's got to be some route that I'm not taking here. Am I meant to? No. Oh, wait, hang on a second. I think there was... Wait, there was some instructions on this one, I believe. Hang on a minute. First missing gear is in a cave in the Winter Heights, southeast of Thorin's Hall. Right. So maybe I do need to go to Thorin's Hall and then travel from there. Definitely prefer the non-reworked maps in this game for style, but none of them actually are useful because it's near impossible to tell if you can get somewhere without running into a wall or a cliff, or if there's a pass through a mountain range. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is a problem. This is not terribly informative. It has some detail, but not a lot. Not nearly enough to like sort of suss out if I'm like, it doesn't have fine information, and you can't zoom in either. That's another thing. Like, there's no like zoom in or out. It's just, it's a placemat basically. It's like those old drawn placemats, paper placemats that you got while you were in Pizza Hut back in the day. It's not great. So, alright, let's see if maybe I can't find a way to this place from around here. I might... Maybe. It's not looking terribly likely, but we'll try it. Because there is a branching path down this way, but that ends at the Berghold, so I don't know. Well, we'll see. Lord of the Rings Online? More like Board of the Rings Online. Ha! Deviant Fish always landing in with them zingers. Hello, DV. Good to see you. I'm kidding. I love this game. Yeah, right on. I know you are. I know you're always kidding. They're not the zippiest of jokes, but I know they're all jokes, so you're good. No worries, friend. Never saw the 1979 Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. Apparently it got an Emmy. I might have to look it up sometime. Yeah, you totally should. Period animation is period animation. It was something else. I have vague memories of it when I was younger. I watched it when I was a wee little sprig. Gosh, I want to say I must have been like 4 or 5 years old. Pretty early. Yeah. If I were a rich man, I would give the devs money to update the game. Hey, you're not alone in that feeling. But I don't know, like, some things I feel like don't need updating. I know there's a lot made about the UI scaling. Or the UI in general, which I don't have a problem with that myself, but things like the map, for example. Well, see, this map is good. This is a perfectly fine and salient map. It's informative. It has the details and information that I need. It's good. The overworld maps, the wider open area maps, not so good. Alright, so I need to find the first gear. If they could have gotten into a database that could actually handle the game, I think many of the issues could clear up. Yeah, well, ideally, the 2 new servers that are running on 64-bit tech are hopefully helping to alleviate a lot of those problems. Because I have experienced some of that lag here. And this is an EU server, so like I kind of assumed things are going to be a little bit jumpy every once in a while. But like also, you know, I could have just walked this way, huh? As opposed to turning around and whatever, it's fine. But yeah, I've experienced some of the lag myself, even on like a US server, like a US East server. Like I've played on Landreval before, for example, and like that was also had some laggy spikes. So I mean, I understand that's just annoying no matter what. Doesn't matter, brand new 2024 fancy car if there are still hamsters under the hood. Exactly. 100% correct. Alright, so what's... Alright, so yeah, I think the next one is to... I think all of my quests are pretty much aiming me towards Thorn's Hall, right? Well, this one takes me back to Nogland. Or Gondaman, rather. So yeah, I'll clear the 2 in Thorn's Hall first. See if maybe there isn't some more here before I move on to Gondaman, because that seems to be where I'm being aimed at next. Alright, bit of a ride. Oh, oops, I moved too fast. There we go. See if I'm riding the right way. Oops, no I am not. Gotta turn around. Whee! There we go. But yes, this game definitely needs fresh hamsters, for sure. Don't disagree with you on that. Borko Baggins! The bravest Borko of all. Hello, Welsh Fox. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Been playing on Angmar, and it's pretty lag-free. Outstanding. It's wonderful to hear. That's really, really heartening to hear. This has been a long-standing problem with the game too, right? Like the fact that it's just on the creakiest, oldest of hardware. And like, it's not like the devs want it to be this way. Like, there was a tweet I remember being reported in the news that there's a tweet from one of the devs who's like, "This sucks. I hate having to update the game on these rickety servers." So, like, they recognize it's a problem. They know it's a problem. They want to fix the problem. It's just, I don't know, man. I haven't had a chance to until now, but hopefully Angmar and Mordor will kind of herald some good things. Ha! This looks like the gear. Goes here, or maybe here. No matter. I'll work it out given time, I'm sure of it. That first gear has seen better days, but it's not beyond repair. I'll get to work on that while you look for the second gear. According to the old records, the second gear was hidden in a chest in some old ruins in the south of the Vale of Thrain. The ruins are on the west side of the Vale, off the road and across the Vale from Nogland. The records indicate that the chest is on the south side of the ruins. One thing you should be aware of, though, is that goblins have overrun those ruins. Be careful. Yeah, and I've been there before. That was actually, if it's the ruins that I'm thinking about, that was when I really, really knew that this class was it for me. Because and I was facing, like, enemies that were, like, 1 or 2 levels below my character level. But I was also facing, like, 3 or 4 of them at the same time. And, like, you know, numbers can tell even if you are over-leveled a lot of the time. Or at least slightly over-leveled. And I was still able to stand up. That felt real, real good. Alright, so I have to deliver the armor to Bruni, yeah, that's right. So he's over here. My personal bugbears have been the lag, the non-scalable UI, and some of the quest flow. Yeah, that's fair. i.e. I'm in Evandeem at the moment, and I've been going back and forth across the lake multiple times. It's painful to areas without bows. Oh yeah, that would suck, for sure.
What do you want?
There you are. What's taking you so long? Let me see these. Thorns, beard, have they been wrestling elephants? I could forge 2 suits of armor at the time it would take me to hammer this out. Northsmiths look at you. Oh, yes, here's the armor you wanted. Shined. Shined. I don't know why I'm trying to. Here's the armor you wanted. Shined. Just the font sort of trips me up every once in a while. All right, and Holly is at. Alright, he is in Thorn's Hall. Okay, so we're done with the stuff that I need to turn in here for now. Woo! Hello, Moondog. Good to see you. Hi. Welcome in. I will say, even as old as this game is, it still looks pretty good, man. Like, it still looks alright. And my boy is looking fine. Look at his man. Look at his man and his proud nose. Very well kept beard. I mean, the capes are still kind of flat and stiff looking, but that's fine. You know, it's fine. Cloth animation was not particularly good back in the day. Just don't wear a hat. Oh, never. I never wear a hat. I always have helmets turned off in this game. I have never seen a good looking helmet in this game in my life. Admittedly, I haven't gotten terribly far, but like, dude, every single helmet and headpiece in this game is just giga-bad. It looks awful. I use reshade to make this gorgeous game gorgeouser. Oh, that's a good thought, Moondog. I had not considered that. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna definitely have to look into that, because a little bit of reshade paint, yes, dig it. But the game lacks in polygons and volumetrics and more than makes up for in rich textures and overall design. Yeah, right on. Yeah, overall design is wonderful. The one thing I really loved that I remember from when this game launched was, like, you could actually follow, like, whoa, Steve, what are you doing, man? You okay, guy? Steve, you good? Y'all saw that, right? He sort of like hyper crab walked over. Anyway, the one thing I was remarkable that I remember from when Lord of the Rings Online launched was, like, somebody had mentioned that they were able to follow the book's instructions to walk from Breeland or from the town of Bree to Weathertop in game, and it was accurate. Like, that was really cool. Like, it's kind of like, so I'm going back to the whole jank thing, but it sort of like reminds me of like Star Trek Online in that this is not like the most polished MMORPG by any stretch of the imagination. Neither is STO, arguably. But like, these two games are made with such love, care, and attention and affection for the IP that these are associated with. Like, it's really hard to not notice. One thing about the new 64-bit servers is that they've improved lag on the old servers by drastically reducing the concurrent player load on them. So I'm so hyped for the rest to get migrated, though. Yeah, right on. I'm glad. Yeah, that Smoke Viper was just talking about that earlier too. That they've been having a good experience on those servers as well. So yeah, extremely hardening times. Very hardening. And I can appreciate when an update does big things to a game. Like, I've gotten really deep into Elite Dangerous purely because they at long last fixed a long-standing pain point that has been in the game for years. And it's revitalized the game for not just myself, but like my close inner circle and, as far as I can tell, the wider community associated with the game. Like, it's reignited and lit a whole lot of fires. So on a parallel level, I appreciate why the 64-bit servers are a big deal for regular Lotro fans. Even though I'm not a regular Lotro player myself, I don't know. I'm hoping I can change that, and this class and this character are definitely feeling that way. Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to focus on this second gear. So yeah, keep on going this way. Taking my big, chunky monkey horse along for a ride. His horse is very plump. Look at his boy. But then again, he does have to bear a dwarf, so kind of needs to be as stocky as its rider. Still jumps though, weirdly. That's a jump animation. I love it. And my character and my horse can slide. That's a thing too. That's fine. Horses can have a little slide as a treat. And then again, I always tend to mouse turn when I'm on mounts anyway, just because I don't know. It just feels more appropriate. I'm being slapped by a cat. You really want this fight, my guy? Okay. Oof. Hey, Moderate Peril, thank you so very much for that resubscription, my friend. Wonderful to have you. Thanks very much for stopping by, and with a Prime subscription as well, and 11 months of resubscription to boot. Thank you so very much for that support. I hope you're doing well. I did read your post in Mastodon recently. Hope you're feeling okay. Hope your health is good, friend. Welcome in. Hello there. Hi, Average Teacup. Good to see ya. Hi. Welcome in. Awesome to have you too. Okay. Okay, I think I need to take this road south actually. So let's go ahead and let's turn this away and see if I believe this road here will branch off to where we need to go. And we're actually riding through Goblin Country, so yep, here we are. Okay, you can dismount now. New to the game? Not really. It's well, very late for Turner. I was playing this game when it first launched for a little while, and I peeked back in and out a couple of times, but it has also been like long months in between those spans, so. And this is like the first time I've really rolled a captain that I enjoyed, so. Semi-new, I guess you could say it, or old enough to be new. Alright, so I had to find a chest in Orodost, which is a big old goblin camp. But it's okay, because I've got plenty of tools to deal with this. Hope y'all don't mind my character just constantly yelling all the time. That's what captains do. They attack with weapons and shouts. They shout a lot, actually. The self-healing feels so good, dude. I just love how well this character and this class stand up. Like I said, I'm not ripping huge damage numbers, but I am just taking it on the chin and whittling the enemies down. They get gassed out, and it feels so good. Also, my voice is so hecking loud, like it damages eardrums from like what looks like about 15 to 20 feet away. So that's pretty fun. Also, doesn't he sound so happy? He's so delighted. Everything he does is just a happy guy. This dwarf man of mine. I love it. Shouting down the enemies, what's not to love? Heck yeah. Constantly telling them that the dwarves are upon them, just in case they weren't aware. It's good. Chop. Do I need to attack everybody? No. But I mean, I might as well. If I'm gonna raid this goblin camp for an item, I might as well really raid this goblin. Besides, these are enemies of the free peoples. My axe is just and true. Oh wait, is the second gear not in Orodost itself, I wonder? Well, I can't really tell from the map. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna plumb forward and see what happens. I know I'm heading towards the Goblin Chief going up this way, but we'll take a little bit of more further walk. Steve, get out of the way, please. And see if we can't stumble across what we need to get. Here we go. Oh, I have nets on my feet. There we go. Yeah, no, it looks like I'm heading in the generally right direction. He's so happy. I love it. I love how happy this boy is. Shop. There we go. Now again, I recognize I'm fighting enemies that are now 3 levels below me, but it's fine. I still enjoy the way this feels. And like, again, the difficulty is at a +3, so... Or difficulty 3, so... I still can't quite take anything for granted. Especially when I have, like, 2 enemies who jump at me, for example. Or 3 of them. That's a named boy. Interesting. Alright. Take that guy out. Alright, there we go. Forgot to put on my Healy toggle there. There we go. Which also, I feel like I've gotten the rotation of this whole thing down too. Like, this class just makes sense. There we go. Alright, so that guy just got in the way, and he got chopped down for it. I'm probably going to get jumped by all of these boys. It's alright. I'll just roar at them, and you know their eardrums will shatter. Ooh, this is getting a little spicy. Ooh, this is getting very spicy. Hey, hang on a second. Oh, now it's getting way too spicy. All right, it's time to go. Whee! All right, things got a little too zesty there. That's fine. All right, let's see if I can take these boys. Hang on a second. Maybe not. Yep, I'm down. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna wait a few moments just to oh, you know what I should have done actually. I should probably have gotten. I should have gotten Bub out. Bub is my mitigation flag boy. There goes the Undying title. It's fine. I actually did get the Undying title earlier, so it's fine. These things happen. It's all right. Yeah, I think the last time I survived this is because I had the mitigation. I had bub out, so that's probably what saw me through the last time versus this time. Honestly, I feel like I should just keep bub out by default, but like in smaller scale content or like less intense locations. Like it feels like Steve was the perfectly fine choice. The damage buffing herald, as opposed to the mitigation herald that Bub is. I will point at him, and then I will yell, and then I will do a choppy. Yeah, the mitigation herald seems to be the better answer for this area. For me, getting Undying was a delete the character and start over thing a decade ago. And now I realize the title just ends up being a lie almost as soon as I get it when I'm like, time to be reckless, woo! Absolutely. You know what? I appreciate and respect that, 100%. %100% respect for that, without question. According to my headcanon, all dwarves have Yorkshire accents and like industrial metal. That's some good headcanon, Peril. I like that. Outstanding headcanon. I am the Brigand Slayer. Huzzah. Oh, no. Okay. Well, it's about to get spicy again. Here we go. Whee! But I do have some help this time, so that makes things a little different. Or I had some help. Hazard Imenu. I actually looked up what that meant. Like, the dwarves are on you, I believe is what it translates to. But I also like the, I would, if I felt I was any good at a Yorkshire accent, I would attempt to mimic that headcanon, but I'm not. So I refuse. Out of respect for the fine people of Yorkshire, I will absolutely not be doing that. Oh, the treasure chest is not in this direction. Now we've had some boys respawn, maybe. It's fine. Yeah, this second time around in this area has definitely been much improved. Yarg. Oh, dang it. That guy, I thought he was gonna die to my bleed. Ah, stop it. There we go. Alright, where is this treasure chest that I'm... Oh, there it is. It's behind... It's over there. Okay, got it. Considering the yell, like, that I'm doing right now, now I really, really appreciate that headcanon, Roger. I wonder if somebody has thought to put like a mod where like they replace like the dwarven yell with like James Hetfield's yeah. Like, I know he's not from Yorkshire or even close to Yorkshire, but it's fine. I just to sort of like extend the heavy metal metaphor. Well, former heavy metal. Metallica isn't what I call metal nowadays, that's for sure. I'm back here, you. No, you don't. Be the change you want to see. If I knew anything even remotely about how modding works, I would totally do it. But I don't, so... That would be pretty funny, though, wouldn't it? But then again, if I actually did that, like, knowing my luck, Metallica would learn that this happened and they would sue me for the no money that I have. Pepperidge Farm remembers everything about the whole Napster LimeWire deal. Alright, let's see if I can't maybe semi-sneak my way out of here. That guy didn't really bother to notice me. Alright, that's fine. I'm good with that. This guy, though, I pretty much have no choice but to go after. See, even though these guys are, like, below my level, they... Like, enough of them rushing at me, and with enough speed, like, they can still provide a stern challenge. Especially with this... with my difficulty level the way it is. I know that there are people who probably do it far more hardcore than I do, but, you know, this is, like, the right strength for me. Try to install Lotro plugins, it didn't work. Don't know why. I have not actually tried any Lotro plugins myself, but I'll have to investigate it. See if there are some that maybe answer some of my complaints. 9 times out of 10, they do. Players who mod these games, they answer questions. Some Lotro plugins could be a decade out of date. Yeah, I suspect that's a big problem. I was running into some of that with ESO, for example, but like the ones that I cared about were still running fine. So I don't know, like your mileage may vary, obviously, but just because it's an old game doesn't necessarily mean all mods are dead. But it probably would explain why there would be some difficulty. Oh, hey, I should have probably not done that. It's fine. I have a little crunchy pretzel leg. It's fine. It's good. I used a couple, but I didn't remember much beyond the awesome Uber map. Tried to figure out what it's called. Installed it years ago. That sounds exactly like the kind of mod I need, honestly. Might have done some overhealing there, but it's fine. Better be safe than sorry. Alright. We are out of here. Our time in Orodost is done. Of course, I say that, and I have to claw. I want to fight my way out of here too. So. Chop. Said chop. There we go. Oh, I've been spotted. That's another thing that I feel like is the case with this game. Like, armor, both for myself and for the enemies I attack, feels like it's substantial. Like, it doesn't feel like it makes as much of an impact in other MMOs that I play. Somehow. Whoa, okay. Hey there, camera. How you doing? Okay. I think we're clear. We should be able to get on our big chunky monkey horse and make our ride home. Okay, I think this is the only quest that I've got that's taking me to Thorn's Hall. Let's see. Oh, this is in Auckland, Gondaman, and Thorn's Hall. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I'm still in mourning for my Red Line lore master after the nerf. Yeah, you are most certainly not alone there, Roger. We were just talking about that with Chanik earlier. That really sucks. My condolences, genuinely. Like, seriously, I know what it's like to see your class nerfed into the absolute dirt. I truly hope SSG decides to reverse course. Or something. Anything at this point, because it seems like this is not something that's just gonna blow over with time, you know what I mean? It's like a truly burned bridge, and it didn't need to be done. Alright, let's see. Just make our way into Thorn's Hall. I assume there's probably going to be a third gear quest, possibly. If I had to guess, there probably will be. We can turn that one in. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Deed bestowed. Oh yeah, the Brigand's Slayer deed, that's right. Okay. Actually, I did level up. Okay, I thought I had done. Alright, let's see. I was putting points in lifting words. I haven't gotten Words of Courage yet, but that seems like the next thing I should probably unlock. Let's see. The Blood of Numenor. Escape from darkness becomes Cry of Vengeance. Interesting. Alright. I'm speccing into skills that I don't possess yet, but I don't know. We'll see how this shakes down later, I guess. Alright, I'll just ride my big old horse up these big old steps. I do hope I get a faster horse at some point later in time, without having to open my wallet. That is the one thing I will always ding this game for. Like, almost every UI element is trying desperately to wave its hands in the direction of the cash shop, and that sucks. That's really annoying. That actually has the opposite effect. You're trying to throw me into the cast store with every interaction of the game or UI. That makes me less inclined to do it. FYI.
I am at your service.
Aye, this is it. Wait, does this actually fit anywhere? How about here? I'll work it out eventually. For now, we must find the other gears.
Come and stay.
I'm not sure yet how that second gear fits in this contraption, but that is not your concern. I need you to get out there and find that third gear. The third missing gear is placed in a chest hidden in an Emin Hoard, the old barrows of the Edain in Haudlin. I am probably butchering this pronunciation. I apologize to any lore nerds. I'm sorry if that makes your teeth set on edge. Northeast of Gondaman. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's said to be in the ruins of an ancient crypt. Be wary, though. I've heard rumor that Barrow Whites roam those lands. Ooh. A one-handed axe? Boo. And medium armor boots. Boo! Ah, it's fine. For completionist's sake, and this whole rep thing, I will probably continue to follow through, but I think... Let's see. That's a Gunman again. Yeah, I gotta track this one, so I'll track this as my primary. And let's get out of here and kind of finish that off, and we'll probably call that a wrap for now. All right. Oops, I moved too fast. There we go. Whee. Come, chunky boy. Leap awkwardly down the stairs to adventure. I kid because I love. This is enjoyable, truly. I am really liking my time here. This class is good. I haven't like rolled a dwarf in a very, very, very long time. So that's refreshing. Certainly more refreshing than the dozens of times I've done like questing in Archette, for example. Like I've seen Archette over and over and over to the point of disgust, frankly. So, wait, why is... Oops, I took a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Yep, I should have just kept on going south directly out of Thorns Hall as opposed to where I was headed. I was just blindly following the quest marker as opposed to, you know, the road. LotroInterface.com is, I think, still the place for Lotro plugins, but I do not vouch for it. It's been too long. Alright. Okay, yeah, I'll do some investigation. Cozy game. Charming, too. Yes, it is. It is. It's totally... Like, that is really the shortest descriptor for this game, is it's charming. It's really imperfect. It's wrinkly. And admittedly, SSG has certainly made some goofball decisions. A lot of the times for no good hecking reason, but I don't know. It's just there is a comfort and charm to this, the way this game is. It's just very. It's like a creaky old favorite rocking chair. You know, it's probably not long for this world, and everybody would look at it and think it's a piece of trash from the outside. But, you know, it's just nice. It's just nice. And honestly, like, having a break from the high-intensity games is really, really important in my view. Like, you really need that palate cleanser. I'm going the wrong hecking way again, aren't I? Stick to the road, stick to the road, stick to the road. But yeah, now, this games that are slower paced, that have a longer tail, that aren't really about like frenetic, fast-paced action or anything like that. That just sort of meander the way forward. There's benefit to that. Honestly, there's strength in that. Now, if that's not your cup of tea, of course, it's perfectly fine. But just it's really hard to turn this game away. Especially when I'm in the right mood mindset, and recently I most definitely have been in the right mindset for this game to feel extremely comforting. Okay, should I stick to the road here, or am I allowed to deviate at all? I should stick to the road, it looks like. Yeah, we're almost there. Up this hill and towards here. That's right. Now I remember where this place is. Don't know if it's going to guide me to any other quests here. I feel like I've done everything in this portion of the hub, but I could be wrong. We'll find out. Hey, Rothgar, how you doing?
What do you need?
Dwalin was right to count on Nos Grimsong and his friends among the Thrushes. These notes confirm that the Dour Hands bought their stolen gold in secret down into the Vale of Thrain. But the Thrushes insist that they have returned to their old stronghold in the mountains that border the Vale. Thought that old city was infested with goblins now. There were goblins in the Silver Deep as well. Dour Hands seem to have passed untroubled. There's something strange going on here, Nerlin, though you probably don't need me to tell you that.
Might you lend me an ear?
The Thrushes near the say that it's all the Dour Hands, but let's try it again. The Thrushes saw the Dour Hands carrying their stolen gold into the old Dour Hand city to the west. That is very peculiar. You see, it has been infested with goblins for the past 2 years. I don't know why the Dour Hands would bring the gold into a goblin-held city, even if they once called it home. Most peculiar. Reminds me of the tale of... I'm sorry, you went to head west to the old Dour Hand city in search for the stolen Longbeard gold. I expect it. I won't be easy, but I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits. Head west to Nogland and look for the stairs carved into the mountainside. Watch out for the goblins. Back to that place again. I had a feeling that Dour Hand that I cut down was probably associated with a different quest, but it's fine. They were attacked me first, so, you know. There's just no better place to be than Middle Earth of this game. Yeah, there you go. And that's a strong point. I kind of feel like I said earlier, that's sort of like what this game and Star Trek Online do right. Like, they get the sensation of being in their respective IP locations the best. Anyway, I think that is going to be it for today's stream, but yeah, man, this game is fun. I'm having a good time, and I'm glad I was able to share that time with for a little bit with you guys. So thank you so much for hanging out. We have a lot more streams coming through the rest of the week like usual. Later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, MJ is going to be live with her usual Adventure Quest 3D stream. Saturday, August 17th at 2 p.m. Eastern, MJ is back with another Sandbox Saturday. And then on Sunday, August 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be live with my group for some more Final Fantasy XIV like we do every Sunday. So we hope you'll tune in for all of that. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And as always, thank you to everyone for all of the support you provide to Massively Overpowered, whether you are watching our streams live or on demand, reading what we have to write on the website, or if you're doing generous things like donating bits to the channel, subscribing to the channel, whitelisting the ads on our site, or if you're one of our amazing Patreon supporters. No matter what you do, top to bottom, you are the fuel that keeps Massively OP going. We will see you later. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Bye!